so don't nobody move. Yeah, I'm screaming, fuck the ops, them niggas scary. I know some niggas with more bodies than the cemetery. I'm on the block with my Glock, doing my thug deals.
What up, YouTube? We back with another reaction. We finna be reacting to another death battle. This is gonna be episode 6. I got Jay with me. I got Ismail and Archie, of course. We got Scarlet Witch and Zatanna. I don't know who Zatanna is. Zatanna. All right, you ain't gotta call me. Anyway, yeah, we got Zatanna. I don't know who that is, but we're about to go into this. Goddamn blind. But let's get right into it. Okay, that's a little intro. Fucking.
We in. Let's go.
Yeah, look, we already fucking.
Though we may drift day by day in a world seemingly concrete and eternal, the fabric of reality is in fact more delicate than we might dare to wonder. Imagine every single iota of it, every star, galaxy, universe, all within the grasp of a single mortal woman. To control at her whim. Imagine the danger we're all in if you piss her off.
We don't have to, because her name is Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch.
Hey, this is fire.
As a kid, she and her brother Pietro were poor Romani, who were lucky enough to be turned into super-powered freaks by the High Evolutionary.
Vegeta.
Wait.
Everybody taller than Vegeta.
She's taller.
Bro, wasn't Vegeta literally 5'1" or 4'9"?
5'5".
Oh yeah, 5'5". Likes coffee.
5'5".
What the? Why is this even on here? Not Magneto's daughter. Surprise. Not a mutant. Surprise.
Unable to control her apparently new.
I think they got the likes from WandaVision. Like, you know, she like coffee.
That's what I was about to ask. So does she have something to do with that? WandaVision?
She's one of the main
she's literally the main character in that little show. She like took control of Westview type shit. She literally took control of a town because, like, okay, how do I explain this? Is
it a show or superhero?
Watch the show.
It's a show.
I would recommend.
She took control of the minds of an entire town, right? And created like a utopian life, but she had real people.
Oh, let's
under
talk
her,
about it.
like,
my girlfriend was telling me about that, and she made like everybody in the town was real.
Yeah, exactly.
But they was all under her control, and she made herself fake kids and something about a husband, but I don't remember that much about the husband.
Vision was her husband.
Yeah, Vision type shit.
Yeah, but what? Oh, he killed himself, right?
And was branded a witch.
In Avengers?
Yeah, something like that kind of.
That's what they were saying in Doctor Strange.
Yeah, because
that's what my girlfriend was telling me, that he like swallowed an Infinity Stone or some shit like that.
Well, yeah, didn't he die fighting Thanos?
I think so.
That's what he died because he got rid of his stone.
Wanda had to.
Oh yeah, she had to remove it. Y'all remember?
Yeah, exactly. He had Vision had the Mind Stone in his head, and Thanos was there on Earth to take the last stone.
Oh, so and he literally snatched that shit out that nigga head, bro. He had that shit.
No.
Like
no. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. This is what happened first. Scarlet Witch, or I mean Wanda, his girlfriend, had to. I'm gonna cut all this shit out. I'm just explaining at this point. I've already realized that we've taken way too long on this shit. I'm gonna just cut it out. But anyway, long story short, she had to kill fucking Vision, and then Thanos literally used the Time Stone, reverse time, brought that nigga back to life just to pull the fucking stone out of his head anyway and kill him.
Oh damn.
Yeah, bro.
Hey,
can I ask one more question real quick?
I'm gonna be honest.
Because according to what I've seen in Doctor Strange, this bitch is incredibly powerful, bro.
Yeah, very.
Why the fuck she ain't helped him beat Thanos?
She did. Both and second time.
I don't know, bro. Maybe I gotta go back and watch. Maybe I didn't pay that much attention to the characters that I didn't know.
That's what it sounds like.
Because Iron Man was clutching that bitch.
Yeah, because watching shit like this is gonna make you wanna rewatch that type of shit. Iron Man was clutch because he sacrificed himself, and that nigga used his fucking brains and wits to literally clutch everything out. Like, I give him that. But
somehow Iron Man was one of the movies I actually saw growing up. I saw all three of them.
All three of them? Nigga,
yeah, I fuck with.
I didn't see the third Iron Man until fucking literally like
I don't
2
give a
years
shit.
ago.
I fuck with him heavy, bro. That nigga smart as shit.
Nah,
All right, bro.
the third Iron Man movie's fire.
Yeah, let's cut all this fucking small talk though. Let's start staying on topic and shit. Let's get through this. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to. Yeah, I'm gonna just restart us here. Let's get through. Oh shit.
Let's start from here.
Yeah, no.
We don't have to, because her name is Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. As a kid, she and her brother Pietro were poor Romani, who were lucky enough to be turned into super-powered freaks by the High Evolutionary.
Unable to control her apparently new magical abilities, it wasn't long before Wanda lost control and was branded a witch.
Until who would show up but the mutant master of magnetism himself, Magneto? Definitely giving off some big dad energy there.
So, to
Why the fuck
return
he talking
Magneto's
like
kindness, she and Pietro joined his Brotherhood of Evil
For
Mutants.
the video.
Great name there, Magneto. Solid branding.
And it wasn't long before she traded her supervillain creds for a membership with the Avengers, which might have been a bit too much for poor Wanda because she definitely drew the superpower short stick.
By waving her hands, Wanda could create small random events known as hexes, subtly altering the probability of any event happening.
That's
What
a
the
cool
hell?
way of saying she could do like one magic-y thing per fight and then be totally useless. An energy blast here, some telekinesis there, a force field if she's feeling frisky. Not exactly the same oomph as, say, the God of Thunder or the Jolly Green Worldbreaker.
But something strange was happening. Over time, her hexes increased in breadth and power, as if there was more to Wanda's powers than met the eye. She learned to slow and stop time, drain and absorb energy, duplicate herself and others, teleport to different dimensions, and even strip others of their powers entirely.
It was almost
Shawty
as if
came
there was more
up.
to Wanda than just being some random science experiment. Let's ask our resident expert on the deepest trenches of character history. Jocelyn, if you will.
In reality, Wanda's powers weren't entirely the result of the High Evolutionary, nor was she the mutant daughter of Magneto, as he's claimed. Her powers weren't just some simple hexes. She might as well have been a god. Until now, she had merely been dipping her toes into the vast ocean known as chaos magic. Though her powers may have seemed to be the byproduct of science, they were in reality the gift of the Lovecraftian elder god Cthon, who attempted to turn Wanda into his future vessel.
Reminds me of my summers.
And they depicted that in the Multiverse of Madness movie. Have y'all seen that in theaters? But yeah, they kind of dabbled their toes in that in the movie.
Hey,
But
so
to see, with old
the
Uncle
Avengers
Yogs
are
and
in
the...
the
In
comic
time,
books?
Wanda
Huh?
The Avengers are in the comic books? Hell.
See, like shit like this, I'm gonna just have to cut it out.
Yeah, that's such an innocent question, Jay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes,
Bro, like,
yes.
I'm just
I
asking.
know, but it's just pointless for the video. That's all.
I know, but Kyrie laughing at me and shit, bro. He making me feel bad. He trying so hard not to laugh.
I mean, he said
like-
it was an innocent question. It really is, because I mean, you don't know, to be honest.
So
But-
literally every single thing that we've seen in the movie has been based off of a
No.
comic?
No. Okay, listen. Marvel
Yes.
and the Marvel and the MCU, they're same but different. They're same because they're the same shit, but they're different because it is another universe. They are all separate events.
Bro, he asked was it based off the comics. It is. Like they
Okay,
do
nah.
they
I didn't say-
do based off the comics.
Comics were the first
I heard him
one.
differently. I thought he said all this shit happened in the comics.
That's what I did. That's what I did. Alex.
Yeah,
You said
that's
based
not
off
true.
the comics.
So like, so the Avengers fought somebody like Thanos type shit.
They
Yes.
fought Thanos.
They fought Thanos.
So
Hell, it's
Thanos
not.
was already created.
He's real.
What
He's
you
in the
mean?
comic books.
This is blowing me,
The
bro.
comic books were made.
Nigga, there's thousands of Marvel characters, literally, bro. There's been
Thousands?
comics since 62
Comms.
or 4.
Thousands of characters.
Comms. Look.
How the fuck do they keep up with this shit?
Go ahead, Archie.
Stan Lee, RIP.
Look, comms. Look. So comic books are made first, and then the movies were based off the comic books. You know, so it's like same people and everything. They use the same thing. It's just maybe they change up something a little different by the story, or
That's what I'm saying. That's why all the MCU niggas are watered down and shit.
They're
Yeah,
like
if they really want to make Thor how he is, he'd literally be a god, like not like a little electric bitch.
So like all these people who I don't really know about, they must be a part of MCU, huh?
Yes, they're all everybody.
The MCU stands for Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's literally all the
What the
movies
fuck?
that we've seen. Marvel
That's
is
the same
just Marvel.
shit.
Like you all right, you know, like Silver Surfer, Fantastic Four, and all them.
I don't know who Silver Surfer is, but Fantastic Four, of course.
So Fantastic Four, they're Marvel too. Like, although it's like Marvel has thousands of characters basically, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everyone they're gonna mention in this thing, like Quicksilver, her brother, they're all in the Marvel universe. Okay, so this whole video is about the Marvel universe, except for when they go to Zatanna, she's in the DC. Okay.
I'm gonna just ask questions from the show.
Yeah.
Anything she could think of, turning a mathematical impossibility into an absolute certainty, and vice versa. Wanda's powers kept growing and growing, turning her into a being strong enough to rival even the mightiest of gods. Like, literally, Wanda's chaos magic is counterpart to the Phoenix Force, the embodiment of cosmic order. You know, that fiery space chicken that can destroy the universe? Wanda fought it, and even briefly erased it from existence.
At her height, the Scarlet Witch achieved...
Damn, bro, she said...
Bro, did they just say this bitch beat a Phoenix?
There's a character in Marvel. Her name is Phoenix. She uses the Phoenix Force to fight. Scarlet Witch uses chaos magic to fight. Chaos magic and the Phoenix Force, they're like equal opposites in terms of like power in that universe.
Like yin and yang type shit.
Yeah.
Total control over energy, the weather, the elements, your mind, your body, your soul, all of time, all of matter, and all of reality. She can wipe you from existence with a thought and rend the very fabric of the universe as though it were tissue paper.
She isn't even living.
Bro, who can beat this bitch, bro?
Scarlet Witch versus Reverse Flash.
Nigga, Reverse Flash, no diss. You can erase her.
Like, who in Marvel can beat this bitch?
Silver Chaos magic either. They might not have been what made her a god, but the high evolutionaries' experiments did make her more receptive to channeling magical energy. Oh, maybe that's why Mama Boomstick always warned me about redheads.
She's so receptive, in fact, that Wanda is the lone nexus being of the 616 reality, a focal point for the universe's magical energies, and one that belongs equally to all other timelines.
Strange.
It's no wonder she was considered a candidate for Sorcerer Supreme. I mean, shit, why wasn't she? She might as well be a walking, talking Infinity Gauntlet.
Well, she may have the power of a god, but she's still stuck with a human's body that can be overpowered by physically stronger foes. Though, she also survived being shot with a black matter bullet capable of, and I quote, world-shattering energy. So there's that.
Oh my god.
She does technically need to be able to think of a spell in order to get it to happen, so she could theoretically be blitzed. But she's also blocked Thor's galaxy-crossing hammer, kept up with dudes like X-Man who can fight within plank time, and even amp her own speed beyond the concept of speed herself.
Despite being far and away the mightiest among Earth's mightiest heroes, Wanda resented the pressure of her incredible power. She actually wanted a quiet life as a wife and a mother.
But because no one in comics is allowed to have a happily ever after, that life was taken from her by literal Satan. Not the last time he'd do this, too. Wanda snapped and she took...
The way they be talking sometimes, like when they like just emphasize that shit, it'd be so funny.
The multiverse with her.
Satan.
By tapping into an inconceivable and unknowable pool of energy known as the Life Force, Wanda rewrote all of reality, creating a new universe where life...
How many little energy reserves she gonna tap into? She gonna tap into the Speed Force next? Like, come on, bro.
I mean,
just all tapping into like chaos magic. But you know, chaos magic is like a variety of.
Yeah, shit. I was finna say, bro, chaos magic, my nigga, like she shit on Professor X.
Yeah, well,
yeah, whatever. We got a speedster here too.
Was just how she wanted it.
No matter whose lives she had to change, in this House of M, she had her family back, but at the cost of her sanity.
And it wasn't long before it all came crashing down around her. Once her family and friends discovered the lie of their new lives and turned against her, she uttered 3 fateful words and erased nearly all of mutant kind. No more mutants.
Classic focal point for comic books. If y'all are a real Marvel fan, y'all know about that. Like, actually, I don't even want to talk too much over this. I want to see what they say.
Wanda weaved her magic throughout all of existence, created cracks across reality which spread throughout the Omniverse, and threatened to annihilate all of creation, the entirety of Marvel's infinite cosmology.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of crazy. That is pretty... Did you hear that, Craig?
Yeah.
She's so fucking strong. She almost threatened.
Okay.
Well, no, she didn't almost. She threatened the entire multiverse of Marvel.
That shit if she wanted to.
So literally,
That's
the
pretty
actual
cool.
like concept of Marvel. She literally almost destroys everything. That is crazy, bro. That is actually some crazy shit.
Let me explain something.
Ever.
Niggas in Marvel Universe will not let that happen. She can threaten all she wants. Literally, the god of Marvel will wipe her from every timeline.
That's what I was saying too, bro. Because there's some characters outside of the timeline.
Literally the god of Marvel. His name is One Above All, and he's the one above all.
Literally, yeah. There's no way to describe his
the
power,
name,
like level. Like, yeah, his name it says it all
for sure.
Shit got dark, and while Wanda has worked to keep her powers in check since then, that threat is always there. But honestly, that sounds more like a problem for anyone who's stupid enough to get in her way.
Both a blessing and a curse, a help and a hex. Such is the true power of the Scarlet Witch.
Oh man.
Attention gamers. Man, I wish I found this program sooner. Outplayed records highlights of your game completely.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by the Northman.
Jesus. 2 fucking ads?
That's slick cinematography. I gotta see this on the big screen. The smoke and mirrors, they're
the magnificent Zatanna Zatara. For never was there a greater professor of prestidigital performance.
AKA magic! Except Zatanna's spells aren't just smoke and mirrors, they're the real deal, so you're really getting your money's worth.
She learned everything she knew from her father, Giovanni Zatara, who put his powers to good use as one of DC's very first superheroes.
No joke, he's the guy who taught Batman everything he knows about escape artistry. He debuted the same issue as Superman, and the young Zatanna was more than happy to serve as his assistant, learning everything he knew about the cutthroat world of entertainment. Oh, and cape shit too, but the former is way worse.
She inherited her father's incredible mystical abilities as well. Essentially, anything Zatanna thinks of, she can make real. And she focuses this absurdly powerful ability by speaking her desired effect backwards. Her father based this technique on the diaries of Leonardo da Vinci, who some theorize wrote backwards in order to hide his ideas from the repressive medieval Catholic Church.
Or because he was left-handed.
That's another theory. If you hate fun.
And Zatanna's apparently big-brained.
This low-key like debunks some fucking millennia-long fucking theory type shit.
Enough that she has no problem speaking backwards at the drop of a hat. Like when this one dude kept reversing time in the middle of her sentences. She started speaking in palindromes so that she'd still be speaking backwards no matter what. I mean, you know what they say, Wiz? Go hang a salami. I'm a lasagna hug.
With her magic, Zatanna has bent the laws of reality to her whims. She's transmuted matter on an atomic level, teleported across dimensions, commanded the elements, turned invisible, removed powers, cast illusions, read and controlled minds, traveled through and stopped time, and can even wipe people from existence with a single...
Now, I know they're not done explaining it, but, you know, where the fuck did all this power come from? I get it. But where did it come from?
Her dad's Doctor Fate, later the Sorcerer Supreme.
At the end,
it's like your dad being Doctor Strange.
The order that
her dad was the Sorcerer Supreme.
I don't know. No, not Sorcerer Supreme. That's Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's a different name, but he's like the lead magic nigga on Earth type shit.
So at the end of the video, are they going to tell us like who will win the fight?
You'll see, brother. You'll see.
Is it up to us?
They're going to fight.
We're almost there. We just need to finish.
Seem obvious from that hokey magic castle getup, but Zatanna is one of the most powerful sorcerers in DC. Like the time she battled the Time Tailor Zor, an old enemy of the Spectre. You know, the angel of God's divine wrath.
In order to defeat an opponent of such unimaginable power, Zatanna focused her magical might into shattering the boundaries of reality. She reached out beyond the very comic panels themselves and pulled Zor's entire magical universe down around him. She literally handled all of reality like it was a sheet of paper and crumpled it in her hands.
Bro, that is like some next level comic shit. I didn't know that. That's fire as fuck.
That's why people argue like she's like a 3D being or something like that.
Yes, brother. That's I've never even seen some shit like that.
Bro,
she
what?
came out of the comic book, nigga.
And killed the writers. So that
Yeah.
way the nigga couldn't survive.
Yeah, Rider level. That's like Popeye type shit.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
dope as
What
hell.
the
Some
That's
Mickey
crazy.
Mouse type shit.
I think
That's like
there's
some cheating type shit though. Imagine
That
seeing
literally
niggas-
is. What the
like nigga,
fuck?
imagine Hulk was like some nigga popped out the comics. Like what then, bro? World Breaker Hulk popping out comics.
No, but there's some like narrator or something like that. Like in DC or Marvel, I think he's called literally the narrator. And whatever he writes happens. Like he wrote like one time people was outside the comic books or something like that. I don't know. It was crazy.
That's some human intervention.
Might seem completely incomprehensibly impossible to us, but it's all a matter of belief. Literally. As long as Zatanna believes she can do something with her magic, she'll do it.
As she
So
puts
she
it,
said,
her
"Fuck it,
magic
you know
is
what?
essentially
I wanna
asserting
get out
one
of this
reality,
three-dimensional
then
world that I'm
replacing it with another. This is similar to other magical characters like Dr. Fate and Green Lantern, whose powers have been stated to work the
I know
exact
Green
same
Lantern.
way.
But it's not like any rando can do magic by wishing on a star. Zatanna is genetically predisposed to this kind of magical reality warping. Her mom was in actuality a Homo Magi, a subrace of humans that are naturally adept at magic.
So
Okay,
it's
see
no
that?
wonder
So she wasn't even
Zatanna
human.
became an invaluable
Yeah,
member
exactly.
of
That's
both
what I
the
wanted to hear.
Justice League of America and Justice League Dark. The Shadow the Hedgehog version, basically.
Zatanna harnessed an entire year's worth of sunlight into a single energy blast, created ruptures across all of space and time throughout the DC multiverse, and has even claimed she's as powerful as Superman himself.
All right, pause it,
Pre-Crisis
bro.
Superman, in case you
Yeah, okay. I was about to say, man, like when you comparing yourself to Superman, you know you in some next level, like that's some next level flexing type shit. Especially pre-crisis, because like I said, like those pre-crisis characters, nigga, pre-crisis Superman, even if you want to go to like the Marvel side, because they had I forgot what their shit was, what their little event was, but like pre that,
Apocalypse.
niggas is too powerful. Go ahead, press play.
wondering. Her only limit is her imagination and will. In fact, her backward speaking is mostly a stagecraft tradition meant to boost her concentration.
In a pinch, she can cast a spell with a single thud, and I doubt anyone's winning a quick draw with her. She's matched superheroes like Martian Manhunter, who's scanned every mind on Earth in a Planck instant. Or how about Dr. Fate, whose magic traveled across the universe at the completely immeasurable velocity of God.
Zatanna has fended off countless reality
Like, what
shattered
is that?
threats like
What
the
the fuck
eldritch
is that
upside down
measurement?
man, primordial darkness that is evil incarnate, and the void beyond creation, Pralaya.
This shadow goop lady ate all of DC Comics, all of creation, everything.
Okay, pause it.
Gods, demons,
We can all agree, right? If a nigga say they go on the velocity of God, that's just unquantifiable.
Yeah, for sure, 100%. Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say some.
That doesn't
shit
mean
like that, 'cause-
anything.
Yeah, exactly. There's nigga. They just saying shit at that point.
Nigga
What
said
the fuck?
velocity of God.
Bitch, we don't even know what that is.
No. It said in the comic book, so they not saying it. It literally said in the comic book thing, but
No, I know, but
yeah.
whatever.
rabbits, and spandex,
person
everything.
literally
And
wrote that, is my
Zatanna's
point.
magic was strong enough to hold her back.
Who's
And then,
Constantine?
after secretly implanting Swamp Thing inside Pralaya, she weaved a spell within him to literally regrow all of reality back in seconds.
Ew.
Zatanna tricked
That
the
came
being
out of her?
older
That was
than
nice.
God, and then blew her ass up from the inside with a whole new omniverse. Abraca goddamn Dabra.
Such is the almighty power of Zatanna's will. Should it falter though, or should her focus be disrupted, it could all come crashing down like a house of cards. Belief is a fragile thing after all, and her powers were weakened for a time after she lost belief in herself.
And
Oh
she's
my
totally
God, see,
got
this that
one
shit.
big weak point.
She's gonna lose
She's
belief
a
in herself.
huge
That's why
daddy's
she's
girl.
gonna lose.
Despite her amazing career, she has struggled within herself to live up to her father's legacy, especially after his heroic death.
And this MFer has died a lot of
He's died
times.
like 1,000.
So Z's therapy can't be cheap, especially after dating John Constantine. Oh, I can just smell the lager and self-loathing from here.
And that nigga
No,
strong.
no, wait, that's me.
That name does
Questionable
sound
romance
familiar. Now
aside,
that I'm thinking
Zatanna
about
is a
it,
consummate
I
professional
don't hear
raised
this.
on one singular principle. The show must go on. and she'll always finish strong with a standing ovation.
Hey, you!
Oh my god.
Me? Yeah, you! Don't you
Download Valorant.
Get that shit out of here.
This show is sponsored by
Oh my god. Get that shit out of here.
Alright, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle with magic.
Who we got?
Who y'all got before we start?
I like
what's
these
about to happen?
Marvel. I have
They're
to
about to
pick.
fight now.
They're about to actually fight.
Yeah.
Celtics
I like-
7.
How they put this together?
Celtics in 7. What?
How they put this together?
So wait, you said how did they put it together?
Do you know what sprites are? Do you know what sprites are?
Animations or whatever, I guess.
If I say sprites or sprite work, do you know what that means? Does that sound familiar to you?
Nah.
Well,
That's how they be making them animated porn videos.
When you watch it, you're gonna see they're called sprites. They're like really pixelated characters.
Okay, yeah.
Some is not pixelated. Some is like it's just
Some of them they do make it like higher
They actually have a
definition,
budget for it or whatever.
but it is
some live action.
it is
some live-
usually like pixels though. You'll see right here.
I got my money on Scarlet.
Like, is that not
Scarlet?
pixelated? This shit.
Yeah, that's definitely. This is the pixelated one.
Thank you. And for my first trick,
She pulled her opponent out of her hat. No way Zatanna loses, right? She just pulled her opponent out of her hat.
What two-bit sorceress do you think you are? 2-bit? Perhaps I was being generous.
Wait, is that Scarlet?
Yeah.
Yes, the person named Scarlet Witch is more than likely gonna be real.
All part of the show, folks.
Oh my god, it's humping her face.
Huh?
That's fucked up.
I'd say this calls for an avenger.
Whoa, they're using summons? Is that cheating?
Yo. This turned into a fucking 2v2.
Bro, they calling summons. That's some BS.
Yeah, hold with that nigga.
Yo, this is crazy, bro.
Do you know the difference between you and I? Well, I think the difference is presentation. And I know a trick when I see one.
Oh my god, she reached through the fucking computer screen. It's over.
Yeah, GG, I'm sorry, Scarlet. You better fucking delete the whole universe right now.
Universes. You can't run forever. Now make like a magician and disappear.
Volleyball with the universes is crazy.
This is insane.
Okay, pause it.
How you want to pause it? What?
Just real quick. If you're a girl and you're watching this video, like that shit right now.
If you're a girl, like this fucking video. Girl.
You a bitch, like this motherfucking video, bitch.
I didn't say that. That was your lumberjack.
She was casting her spell. She said no more talking. And her mouth was, I think.
She said no more sound.
No more locked doors.
Look, there's gonna be no more sound, bro. Oh my god.
A disappearing act was the first thing Dad ever taught me. And for my final trick, no mutant germ.
Hey, sounds right. See, she pulled her out of the hat. Like, why is she gonna lose?
Now that's a magic trick that's to die for.
Analyzing this matchup was like walking on a tightrope. It could fall either way.
All right, now.
What?
Yeah, see, like that's the thing. That's why we do these reactions, though, right? Because it gives you something to talk about. So I think I definitely wanted Scarlet Witch to win personally. Bias, like Marvel bias, whatever.
DC bias. What are you talking about?
But like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. When they were explaining the shit that she can do, Zatanna, whatever, like explaining the fact that she can speak shit into existence, bro, like that. It's like she like
hard counters her, right?
Yeah, exactly, bro. She like stepped over all over the fact that Scarlet Witch can say shit like no more mutants. Okay, cool. But anything that I say can become reality. So it's like as long as I'm conscious, it's like as long as she's conscious, she's always gonna be stronger than Scarlet Witch. Pretty much. She should have She should have said something like no more Zatanna or some shit. I don't fucking know, because she used her own power against Scarlet Witch. She said no more witches. Like, that is crazy to me, bro. So honestly, I'm not even mad about this. Like it makes sense. Like,
yeah,
I guess whatever. What do you think, Jay?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little confused. I'm not really confused, but like I'm a little confused. Like, they brought out Avengers and shit. That part kind of fucked me up, but I ain't gonna lie, especially after watching that Doctor Strange movie, I definitely thought the Scarlet bitch was gonna win. She let me down. I ain't gonna lie, I had a lot of faith in her. Is this other girl from DC?
Yeah, DC.
Okay.
And you got to think about like the feats that they were saying, which is like the crazy shit that they've done.
Yeah.
Like you got to really like look at that shit, because they give you a background of like, you know what I'm saying, like
of what they can do
type shit.
Yeah. What's it called? I don't know. I feel like one of the main reasons I did think Scarlet was gonna win though was because I feel like they put a lot more detail into her background story.
True.
You know what I mean? So I felt like I knew a lot more about her compared to the other girl.
Yeah.
Points.
Because at the end of the day, both these ladies could do basically anything with their magic. All they had to do was think and shit would happen. They were totally even. At her peak, Wanda was able to threaten the stability of all creation.
And at Zatanna's best, she was able to hold back Prolaya, who could do the exact same thing. And despite some differences, the omniversal cosmologies of Marvel and DC Comics are roughly equivalent in size and scope. All that was left for us to look at was their weaknesses.
While both were as powerful as one another, Wanda needed to tap into the life force to reach that pinnacle, and doing so threatened her sanity.
Let's take a closer look at the events surrounding House of M, where Wanda's powers were at their maximum.
Despite admitting that she was way stronger, Doctor Strange managed to get the best of Wanda with a cool head and a spell that briefly knocked her out cold.
His wits against her mental instability were enough to turn the tide.
To be clear, this instability definitely wouldn't affect her power. She was still strong enough to create a completely new alternate reality and then erase it just as easily. What it would do is leave her open.
Also, take her No More Mutant spell. As insanely powerful as it was to affect the whole of Marvel's creation, it wasn't entirely successful. There was still a tiny portion of Earth's mutant population left unaffected, likely due to interference from Strange and Emma Frost.
Against Zatanna, who was just as strong and not losing her mind, she wouldn't be able to afford that kind of lapse, even for an instant.
On the other hand, Zatanna has managed to maintain her willpower fighting foes just as strong as the Scarlet Witch, so she didn't have the same kind of exploitable weakness.
And remember, she doesn't actually need to say her spells backwards.
It helps with her concentration, but all her spells come from her mental impulses, just like Wanda. She's consistently pulled off non-verbal spells in the past, even against beings as strong as Prolaya.
In the end, Z definitely had enough experience fighting smart and keeping on her toes to hang with Wanda long enough to get in a finishing blow.
While there were definitely versions of this battle that could have ended with Wanda victorious, Zatanna's cooler head and effortless magic allowed her to prevail.
I guess you could say Wanda never saw it coming, and Zatanna Maxim offed her.
The winner is Zatanna.
Oh yeah, I think we're going to stop the video there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We go ahead and stop the video there.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all for tuning in and stopping by. I appreciate y'all. If y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. If y'all got anything to say, let us know in the comments. Give feedback. We'll be sure to respond. Might even check y'all's comment. Might even have it in the beginning of the next video.
Facts.
See y'all in the next one. Y'all take care and y'all be easy.
Peace.
All right.
So, buddy.
Ciao.